Good morning. All right, here we are again. This is lesson number 5. You know what? I think I forgot to write it up here. So if you'll turn in your notebook to job number 5. And today we're going to learn this long, big word. You might not have ever heard it before. Maybe you have. I don't think I had known this word until I started teaching this class years and years and years ago. But that word is up here on the board, and I want you to look at it and think about it while we're talking this morning, okay? God is immutable. What do you think that means? You're going to know by the end of this lesson, and you're going to probably be able to teach your mom and dad a new word, okay? All right, tell me, how do people change? You might see these pictures up on the board. Okay, here's a little girl on her mama and daddy's lap. Here she is, a little bit older. She's got a little bunny rabbit she's holding. Here she is on her wedding day. And now here she is with her family and her little girl in between her mama and daddy. That's me. Okay, I look different now than I did right here, don't I? Okay, I have physically changed, right? Okay, can you stop yourself from growing? No. So people change the way they look, the way they dress. They grow older, their age changes, right? Okay, but did you know that there's someone who never changes, who has never changed? Who do you think that is? Okay, God the Father has never ever changed, and guess what? He never will. Okay, can I change my behavior if there's something that I need to work on? Maybe being more patient. Is that something I can change about myself? Yes, I can work and be better about being patient, right? Okay, but guess what? God the Father, He doesn't have to change anything about Himself because He's perfect. You think I'm perfect? No. Are you perfect? No. None of us are perfect, but God the Father is, okay? So there's a clue to what maybe this word means, immutable, okay? Can I change my hair? Yeah, I can cut my hair and change my hair, right? Okay, so there's things I can change about myself, and then there's probably some things that won't change about maybe my personality. I like to have fun, I'm a happy person, and that's something that I don't want to change about myself. Okay, so there's some things that we don't want to change, there's some things that we need to change, and there's some things that just change about ourselves that we can't stop, like getting older. I wish we could stop that because I want my little girl to stay little, right? But we can't stop that, can we? Well, tonight we're going to talk about how God the Father, He does not change. He is the same and has been the same yesterday, today, and forever. Okay? Think about that. God never gets too tired or too old. What He says He's going to do, He does. Okay? God doesn't let things get in the way of His promises. Okay? That's something about Him that doesn't change. God can do anything. When can He do anything? Yesterday, today, and forever. Okay, God is perfect. Yesterday, today, and forever. God the Father loves you completely, more than you can ever even imagine. Okay, that's hard for me even to grasp. That He had loved me yesterday, He loves me today, and He's going to love me forever, no matter what. Okay, and I want you to look up at this word again. God is immutable, and we're going to fill in this little sentence with extra words that mean the same as immutable, and it'll help us understand more about what this word means. So for every letter in this sentence, we're going to have a word about God the Father. Okay? God the Father is genuine. Okay? That means that He's real. He's not fake. He's not going to say one thing and do something else. He is genuine. Okay? He's exactly how He says He is. He is also the owner of all things. He created everything. What He created is His, okay? We are His. We are His children. He is the owner, okay, of everything that He has made. He is also dependable. You will find that a lot of these words are probably words that you want to be yourself, and that's good, okay? God the Father is dependable. We can count on Him for anything, anytime. Okay, He is also inalterable. This is another long word, and it just means He cannot be modified or changed or altered. You cannot change God the Father. Okay? He is also the same all the Okay, he is steadfast and sure, the exact same yesterday, today, and forever. He is also ironclad. You ever heard this word? Okay, you might think of armor, like that a knight might wear, okay, or the armor of God that we talk about in the Bible. Ironclad and armor means they're strong, okay, that nothing can penetrate or ruin or mess up something that's really, really strong like iron. Okay, he's perfect. He's solid. God the Father is solid. He's also moral. Okay, that means he does what's good or right all the time, every time. He is also majestic. Okay, I like this word to describe God the Father, majestic. His power and glory is so marvelous and amazing, and it never goes away. It's always there. He's also unfailing. Okay, do people sometimes disappoint us? Maybe our friends disappoint us, or even our parents. Do sometimes our parents upset us, or maybe they do something and they come back and say, I'm so sorry, I should not have lost my patience. Okay, our parents, they sometimes fail. They're not perfect, just like you're not perfect. You sometimes fail your friends. Maybe you tell a lie or a fib, or maybe you laugh at them and make fun of them, okay? We are not always unfailing. Do we need to try to be this? Yes, but we're not perfect like God the Father. He's also trustworthy. You know, God the Father hates lies. That means he can't tell a lie. We can trust what he says is true all the time. God is always there for us. When we might feel alone, we're not. God is there, and he always will be. He's the one perfect God. He's balanced. That means his love for us stays the same, even when we mess up. He's not mad at us one day, you're so bad, and the next day, oh, I love you again. No, his love for us is balanced. It stays the same no matter what. He's also loyal. We are his people, so he's always on our side, okay? And finally, he's even, meaning that he is patient and consistent with everyone. He doesn't love me more than you, or he doesn't love you more than me, okay? He is even. So from all these words and this long word, immutable, we can say that God the Father is immutable or unchangeable. Okay? He cannot be changed. He is the same, here's our little phrase, yesterday, today, and forever. He cannot be changed, and he doesn't change. Okay? That means he's perfect. He is who he is. He does not need to change, and he's not going to. He's immutable. And that's a good thing for us. Okay? He's consistent. We know from God the Father what is right, and that's what we want to try to be. We want to be just like God the Father. All right. Let's go ahead. We're going to answer our questions, okay? On our work order, you'll know that we're on job number 5. And remember, I'm going to go through these questions fast, but you can pause the video so you can make sure you get your answers down. And you might already have yours filled out, and that's fine too. But God the Father, remember, he's our architect. All right? Let me read you this verse from Malachi. I didn't read this yet, but Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. I thought I had it written down here. Okay, I will get that in a minute. Let's answer our questions first. All right. It's an Old Testament book, and it's a minor prophet. I'll read that in a minute. And God the Father never changes. That's the name of this lesson. God the Father never changes. All right. What does immutable mean? It means always the same. Dependable, trustworthy, unfailing. How is God immutable? He is perfect. And if he changes, then that would lessen his perfection. He always stays loyal to what he plans and he says. He is perfect. That is how God is immutable. He is perfect. He can't change. He doesn't need to change. All right. What is another word we can use for immutable? And what does it mean? We can use the word unchangeable. God acts the same all the time. Yesterday, today, and forever. You and I, are we immutable? No, we are not. Why? Because we change over time. Okay? We physically change. We are changed by circumstances that might happen to us. Sometimes our attitudes might change. Okay, we aren't perfect, so things about us might change. But God the Father is not able to change. Can God the Father change his mind and still be immutable? This is kind of a trick question. He actually can change his mind. Yes, he can. Okay, he may change his mind about when and how something happens, but he will still follow through with a promise. So if he makes a promise, yes, that promise is going to come into fruition, or it's going to happen how he wants, but he might change when that might happen. Okay, for example, okay, when we sin, there are consequences for our sin. Okay, and it may be different consequences for different people. Okay, but God still keeps his promise that when we don't do what's right, there's usually a consequence for that sin. All right, and what kinds of things cause us to change? We kind of talked about it when I showed you those pictures of me. Okay, obviously, just time. As I grew up, I changed. Well, here we go. Technical difficulties. All right, circumstances. Things might change about us if we've had to move to a new home or to a new state. Or things may change in our family. Our thoughts about and our knowledge about things. We know more as an adult than we do as a child, right? Okay? Our feelings may change. I might like one thing one day and not like it the next day. That happens a lot with little kids, but sometimes with adults too. All right, let me read that verse from Malachi 3:6. It says, "For I, the Lord, do not change. Therefore, you, O sons, are not consumed." So he's saying you can have peace in knowing that I do not change. I'll always be the same for you. Okay? That's the end of our lesson, and we will see you next time. Bye.